Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we had the board game Conflicted: Survive the Apocalypse. This is the collector's edition. The game lasts 45 to 120 minutes for 2 to 6 players, ages 15 and plus. The world is coming to an end, and every aspect of your survival depends on your strategic thinking, cunning, negotiation skills, and most importantly, your sense of humor. Surviving in this crazy and chaotic world isn't easy. Government and attackers will notice you growing power as they will exercise their right to take control of everything you built. Will you let them take what they want, fight them off, or try to join them? Use chance cards to turn the tide of the game by striking your enemies with a lightning bolt or reviving one of your fallen survivors with a miracle card. If resources become scarce, scavenge to find equipment of all kinds. Team up with other leaders to conquer their camps, but beware, others will use their resources and influence to destroy you and take over your camp. Remember to trust no one. Even after you have fought to gain everything you have, remember, this is the apocalypse. Nature, accidents, and unexpected catastrophes will also try to wipe you out. Only the prepared and resourceful will survive. Negotiation could be the key to your survival or downfall. There are dozens of ways to carve your path to victory. Conflicted: Survive the Apocalypse is a player versus player board game for 2 to 6 players, 13 years and up. Each player controls a leader, someone with skill and courage to find assets and rally survivors. Together, they will form a camp which must be defended from attackers, corrupt government, and other leaders. There are 7 phases that make a round: trade post, camp setup, chance, roll, scavenge, defend, attack, and rebuild. The objective is to build 4 camps or destroy 3 leaders. Will you survive the apocalypse? And again, just shows you some of the things that are inside the box, which we're going to just about show you ourselves. Some figures that are included. Again, more information back here. Again, the game lasts 45 to 120 minutes, 2 to 6 players, and ages 13 plus. Sorry, earlier I said 15 plus, but 13 plus. If you want to learn to play the game quicker, you hit to watch the video right there. So, let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness is inside the box. It is an extremely heavy box, so the reality is there must be a lot of goodness inside of here. So, let's take a look. Again, this is what we call the collector's edition. So that's pretty cool right off the bat. So it has a little bit extra things in here that maybe were not included in the original packaging. All right, so let's pull that to the side and let's take a look at some of the stuff we have. Of course, we have extra baggies for all the tokens and things of that nature. We also have Conflicted: Survive the Apocalypse, the rule book. So right here we have a little society. So let's see what it says back here. It says, society as we know it has collapsed and we have entered the world of Conflicted. Some people are looking for leaders, but others are just out to take. You have just been informed that looters have been spotted attacking nearby camps. The government is trying to regain control, but many of their agents have become corrupted. You prepare the best you could and set out in reach of people to join with you to survive this conflicted world. Choose wisely as you build your camp and deal with others. Community and negotiation could be the key to your survival. So we've got our components, got our game setup, gameplay, starting the game, placing phase trackers and turns. You have D10 dice and center pile, initial camp setup. Then we go to rounds. Phase 1, the trade post. Phase 2, the camp setup. Phase 3 is chance. Phase 4 is roll and scavenge. Phase 5 is defend. Phase 6 is to attack. Attack another player's camp. Phase 7 is to rebuild. Then we got the survival guide. Different things that you can choose from combat, losing your last camp. You have a glossary of terms. Have card breakdown of different types of cards. So we have all different kinds of cards. We have leader cards, we have asset cards, survivor cards, equipment cards, attacker cards, government cards, chance cards, death cards, and disaster cards. And then, of course, we have all the icons that are part of the game. You have quotes, life points, life trackers, attack powers, equipment level, special abilities. Of course, losing your leader if you lose all leaders. Again, attacking strategy, equipment strategy, multiple camp strategy, survivor strategy, trading strategy, and vehicle strategies. And there you go. Hey players, there you go. Again, for more information, go to conflictedgames.com. Okay, so there's your rulebook. Before I put the rulebook down, even though we just went over it, let's grab this player board, which is actually very, very large. This is the game board. So the game board is very, 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 very large. So let's take a look at it. We've got ourselves right here, right off the bat. We have equipment there. We have some disaster. And we're going to fold this open a little bit here. So we've got attacker, government, so places to put your cards. You got your chance cards, your death cards, starting points, more decks of cards that you're building. Open up a little bit more. Move to this side here. We can look at, here we got survivor cards, asset cards. Over here, let's see, trade post, camp setup, chance, roll and scavenge, defend, attack, and rebuild. That is all of your actions throughout that's how the game rolls. That's the everything that you do per game turn. And then see, it opens up a little bit even further. Take a look at that. Again, don't want to crack the board, but let's just pop this up here like this. There's your disaster cards. Down here, we also have our equipment. Put that together. You have your trading posts, survivors, assets, your leader. So I'm just going to move this for a second, because it is a rather large board, as I'm saying. It takes up a lot of room on the table itself. So I'll start at the bottom where we just talked about. So again, you have your trading post, your asset, survivor, equipment cards. In here, I'll see cards are placed inside the circle here. I'll see going around here. Each one of these has, and if you look at that a little up close, there are icons for what kind of card you're going to pull for when you land on a space, so that you have that as well. Okay, again, on this side of the board, you have your leader, your equipment, your survivor, your assets. Your game turn is, well, your game turn's right here. There is your center point. Right here. Again, so you have, I guess, one big action wheel here. You have one big wheel here as well. Put cards out on. And then as we're turning, you see that a little closer. Oh, so you see it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the center point. We continue to go around. Again, some of these have two choices to make when you land on a space. Some have one. And then you have government, and all the icons which are on here are nicely placed on each of the card decks, which is very cool. Oh, you have your attacker card down here. Sorry, I missed that before. Your government, your chance, your death. Looks like right here, again, I don't want to crack the board or break the board, but we look at that right there. You got a bunch of fists right there. So it says start right there. So I guess that's your starting point on the board. And as we continue to go around, you have your death, you have disaster. We're back to where we started. So looks like as a survivor, we would start on this side. So I'm going to turn the board this way and leave it right there. So that's your game board, and it is only on one side. So it's a one-sided board, but there's your center point right there. Yeah, that looks good right about there. And of course, we already talked about the rule book. Here's the rule book. Move it to the side. All right, there's your rule book. You have rule book. And I already said we have a bunch of spare baggies for tokens and what you have and whatnot. You get 4. Again, you get up to 4 players. You have 4 dry erase markers. That's very helpful as well as we're going through here. You've got dice, and you've got lots and lots and lots of dice. So let's take a look at what we have here. And they're very colorful, which is always very, very cool. So it looks like every group gets a certain amount of dice. So we have our D10s, which are obviously colored in green, these are very good quality dice. So there's your D10s. And you also, so every player gets a pack of dice. So you get a D20, a D6, a D8, a D10, and a D12. Looks like there's no D4s. So again, there are your 8-sided dice. You have your D20s. So looks like you got 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So it's, yeah, because one's in the bag. So each player gets that. So we'll keep that one in the bag. So you see that, and there's 5 other there. So every player gets one. Again, there's your 6. Those 5, 6 of those as well. Your D6. So you got your D6, your D10, your D8, your D12, your D20s, and your extra set, which is right here. So that's also very cool. And a full bag to keep all that stuff in as well. You have a plethora of other things. You have some little extra things we got here. We got a metal dog tag. It says conflicted on it. I win. So that's the winner's dog tag. That's pretty cool. I gotta give that credit. That's pretty cool. Heavy. Probably maybe some of the weight that I felt in the box was from that thing, because that thing's really, really solid, really, really heavy. And that's full metal. So that's that. And you got a couple coins here. That's cool as well. Throw those over here. And let's take a look at some of these cards that we have here. We have different kinds of cards. So we have lots and lots of cards. We have card-based games. So we have leader cards. You have your asset cards. And we have your government cards right here. So let's take a look at some of those right off the bat. So I'm just going to move this back a little bit. So throw that back there. Throw this back here. So we have some room to put the cards out. Just want to shift some stuff a little bit here. And those are all the cool dice that we get in the game. So let's start off by looking at our leaders. And all the fronts are the same, or backs, depending on the way you want to look at it. And there's a lot of cards here. So you have your choice of players. All right, Southern Prepper 1. I have prepared. Forward 1. Discard any card in your hand to send an attacker to camp of your choice. So you have different, again, you have different type of leaders, right? These are your different leaders that you can choose from. Again, all the icons, all the numbers that are around, it's all explained in the core rulebook. Again, we have the different cards right here. Show them real quickly. All different kinds of survivors. So it seems that some of them have names like Lee Archibald. You've got Jeremy there. You got Manspot 2.0. You got Hardcore, Lindsay, Tony, Jeff, Mike, Jocelyn, Josh, the Guru, Grandma. You see P56 Rocket Agent, Rose, Lauren, Notch Tilly 2.0, Katie, Grant, Catherine, Heather 2.0, Grandpa Harold. So we did have some other names back here. Southern Prepper, Conflicted Prepper, Guru 2.0, Man Billy, Was Good, Ryder, Notch 2, Steph Kickboxing Champ, Kayla, Crispy 2.0, Heather, Crispy, Chris, Jade 2.0, Grandpa Harold 2.0, Joni, and Conflicted Shepherd, Grandma 2.0, Was Good 2.0. So it looks like you have 2 parts for each one of these, each one of the characters. So there you go. Those are your different choices for your leaders. Again, I'm not going to read all the stuff that's on the cards, but I could look at another one. It says Manspot 2.0. Rally the guys for burgers and fries. Draw 10 survivors and keep 2. Destroy the rest. And draw 1 equipment every camp setup phase when Crispy 2.0 and the Manspot 2.0 are run by the same player before combat while attacking. Deal 20 D20 damage. is right there. Okay, those are your leader cards. Then you also have some asset cards. And with the asset cards, Adobe Dwelling. It's nice and cool here. If this asset is run by Conflict Prepper, it is sustained through all disasters except a supervolcano or a nuclear attack. Okay, bunker, fishing pond, abandoned warehouse, a prison, small lake, military tent barracks, coyote tunnel, national park, old mine, abandoned school, a nearby swamp, a food bank, lighthouse, FEMA guard post, granary, abandoned sea military post. You have abandoned military barracks. You have a power plant. You have a beach, military concrete bunker, grass hut, soap factory, Adobe cookout, small farm, FEMA trailer camp, abandoned hotel, a waterfall, urban garden, mechanic shop, abandoned FEMA camp, Silver City refinery, hunting lodge, a hospital, abandoned church, a mountain valley. So let's just read a couple of those cards real quick. So I'll just pick one like that. It says grass hut. It says primitive but prospering. The government can't find you. Send any government cards placed here to another player camp of your choice. Okay, pull another card. And these are not in any particular order. We have the lighthouse. Again, the icons are all around. Those are explained in the rule book. We'll see them coming. Any attack to this asset will be dealt 10 damage first. All right, and we'll pull one more card up front here somewhere. Abandoned hotel. Was this hotel in California? When first played, draw 5 chance cards and keep 2. Discard the rest. Welcome to the Hotel California. So there you go. Those are your asset cards. Looks like they are locations. Then we have our government cards. Again, all the front backs are the same depending on the way you want to look at it. And then we go to the front here. Let's see what it says here. Battle Brigade. Shields up. This card cannot take damage by before combat activities. Knives, bats, and axes may not be used in combat against this card. Okay. Special Ops Unit. CIA Agent. Governor. Park and Ticket Cop. Police Officer. The Mayors. Senator Liaison. Secret Police. Home Invasion. Tactical Response Team. Martial law is declared. Government plane. Property tax collector. Parachute unit. Judge. Bad cop. Supreme Court justice. Rogue agent. Code enforcer. Typical politician. National Guard. United States Squad. Marines. Border Patrol agents. Air transport. Fighter jet. Secret Service agent. Reptilian elite, special ops sniper, domestic security squad, health inspector Miguel, the imposter, police on strike, the diplomat, corrupt court worker, and of course airport security. So all those. So we're going to turn those over. Again, we'll grab 3 and take a look at what each of them say. Government. United Nations Squad. I am a peacekeeper. If your leader is destroyed, all leaders in play are dealt 5 damage. Another card. A judge. I know it isn't fair, but it's the law. While on a camp with another government, deals double damage. So it's D6s. Code enforcer. You still need to keep your lawn trimmed. That's the code. Exhaust all vehicles in your camp and do not exhaust them while this card is on your camp. So there are. So it looks like the die roll is down here on your card right there. It's in color. So that's your attack power, your tracker, your life. So there they are. So there's your government cards. That's an example of those. So that's 3 sets of cards. And we have even more cards. So this game is very, very card driven, as you can tell. You have death cards. You have survivor cards. And you have equipment So let's start off with a small deck. Let's take a look at our death cards. Deadly Knife Wound. All right, Deadly Knife Wound. You have burned to death, deadly mosquito bite, broken leg, food poisoning, famine, scorpion sting, deadly virus, drone attack, fatal gun wound, a flesh-eating bacteria, stray bullet, locked and loaded, to zoo escapee, freak accident, and Ebola. So let's take a look at a couple of these. Let's spread these out, and we'll pull 3 from that pack. 3. Deadly virus. My cough is getting worse. Your entire camp got infected by a deadly virus. Roll your total leader survivor's attack power against a roll of the dice described on this card. If you roll a lower total, destroy all your leaders and survivors here. If you roll higher, your leader loses half of their life points rounded up. So that's using a D8. Famine. My stomach hurts. Each of your leaders rolls a D20. Whoever rolls the lowest number is destroyed. If you only have one leader, then instead lose half their life points, rounded down. Roll a D20 on that one. And last but not least, we'll pull one over here. Pull the last one. Deadly Knife Wound. Et brute. One of your leaders was betrayed and stabbed. Roll the dice on the survivor with the highest attack power and add it to the roll of the dice on this card against your leader. If the leader rolled a lower total, destroy them. Otherwise, destroy the survivor. Again, you're rolling 2d20 for this one. So there you go. Those are your death cards. And you also have a whole bunch of survivor cards. Bump of the Beard, some Prepper Gal, Doc Katamata, Sarge, Cramble, Rachel the Bow Expert, Firefighter, Scout Troop, Latin Farmers, Pam the Protester, Peacekeeper, Yoga Master, Guru Sammy, Slingshot King, Parry the Pyro, Dallin, Bob Mechanic, the Guardian of Africa, Gator Gang. Turn upside down. Used to be famous artist, Ranch Hands, Survival Girl, Gun Newbies, Rogue Marine, Bushcraft Survivalist, Backpack Emma, Mad Scientist, Fishing Specialist, Nurses, Young Patriot, a Painter. You have Quasimodo, Bushido, Grandpa George, Dr. Burak, Welders, Melissa, Lieutenant's Daughter, Sheriff Brandon, Bomb Squad, Hitchhiker, the Gang Prepper, Hunting Buddy, Carlos the Forklift Driver, Kim the Farmer, Y-Man, La Leche Chica, the Mountain Cowboy, Bobby, Shooting Range Buddy, Bowman, Harlot the Huntress, Mary the Cook, Handyman Dan, the Lone Survivor, Rancher's Son, Herbalist, Pablo the Farmer, Wanderlust Couple, Marauders, and you have Director A. Todd. So let's pull a couple of these cards so we get an idea of what these cards have to say on them. So we're going to go right here. Survivor. Parry the Pyro. I can blow things up. May attach homemade bomb and it will work every time. It does D12 damage. All right, there you go. Here's a Survivor. Pull another card here. Somewhere over here. This one here. Latin Farmers. Aurea, use all your farm-based assets can sustain 2 more survivors. So D8. All right, pull another card here. The Gang Prepper. I prepped for my bros. Either play this card as survivor or play on any camp as an attacker. You're using a D12 again. So EQL is 4, attack power is 12, tracker, and life tracker. So you got 10 wounds. There you go. Those are just some examples of your survivor cards, which we have a lot of. There's the most of survivor cards. Then, of course, we have some equipment cards as well. And again, these are going to be different types of weapons that you can come across through the game. So let's take a look at it. We've got 1911 engraved. We've got a Sidewinder Venom shotgun. We've got a Mod X. We've got basic tool set, a motorbike. We've got heavy artillery gunner, Rogue, Recon, tactical knife, Bowie knife, KE-15 team rifle, SA revolver. We have a counterattack, sniper rifle, shotgun, machete, desert ops, takedown rimfire. It says Grandpa Harold shotgun, armored vehicle, off-road vehicle, Lakota, communication, 4x4, Lee's battle axes. We've got a pickup, got night vision goggles. Oh, so wait a minute here. If these are equipment cards, so different kinds of equipment, homemade bomb, cleaver and gas mask, detonate a vehicle, gas mask, handgun silencer, Tommy gun, horse and rider, survival gear, helicopter, MSK-1 survival knife, double-barreled sawed-off shotgun, lockpick, wazoo belt, Molotov cocktail, flamethrower malfunction, grenade, attack dog, vehicle drone, small aircraft. We've got SKO Shorty Works. We've got gear, camp explosion, Urban Ops 1 flamethrower, a bike, equipment mover, gun mags, Model C sporting rifle, blackout rifle, arms shipment set. All right, so let us look at these a little bit more in depth. I'll pull a couple of these. So that's just the titles of all the cards. So let's pull a couple just so you get an idea of how they work. Equipment cards again. You got a Desert OPS, more like a Desert Dragon. While attached by the man, Spot add 5 to his combat rolls while rolling an attack power of 10. Again, just pulling random cards. Equipment. We've got an SA revolver. Double tap them on the chest. While attached to either Heather or Mike before combat, deal 15 damage, plus a D10. That's pretty cool. Another equipment card. The 4x4. Going muddin', forward 2 or back 2. While attached to Nachetli, Katie, or Grant, add 10 to the rolls. So it's 10D10. Or D10 plus 10. Equipment card again. Horse and rider. Barrels and boots. Forward 2 or back 3. Before combat, deal 5 damage. There's your attack power is 10, or D10. So there you go. We pulled 4 of those. We have a lot of equipment cards as well. You think that's a lot of cards? Nope, we still have more to go. So we have a couple more decks here. We've got our disaster cards, attack cards, and we have our whole lot of chance cards. So we have to back this up just a little bit here. And here's your rule book. And your markers, we'll pile those up over here. Just so we have a little bit more room for everything. Okay, so we're going to take a look at disaster cards. And all the fronts are the same, or backs, depending on the way you're looking at it. And we're going to flip it over this way. You have a tsunami, chemical warfare, aerial bombardment, hailstorm, flash flood, extreme wildfires, mass migration, meteor crash, drought, super volcano eruption, tornadoes, widespread epidemic, solar flare, EMP, earthquake, foreign invasion, and nuclear attack. One thing I do want to mention, these are really, really high quality cards. They're glossy, they're really thick, they're really, really nice cards. Really, really nice cards. All right, so again, flip it over. And we'll just take some cards at random and read for what they have to say. So you get the flavor for them. Disaster card, all right? You got a hailstorm. They were the size of golf balls. All leaders who have a rural asset must destroy 2 equipment cards in play. Okay. Then we have, let's take this card here. It says disaster. A meteor crash. Is that a ball of fire in the sky? All leaders will flip a coin and call it in the air. If you are correct, the meteor missed your camp. No effect. If you are wrong, you must destroy half of your survivors' equipment rounded down. Wow. Disaster. Super volcano eruption. Is that baking soda, vinegar, and red dye? Destroy all government, attackers, equipment, survivors, and assets in every camp that does not have an aircraft. Wow. But there you go. Those are some of your disaster cards. Take these and put these over here so I have a little bit more room. I'll put the bags over here too. Move the dice over a little bit. Put those on top over there. Now we got room for some more cards. All right, we got attacked cards as well. Reading the top: suicide bomber, jail escapee, anarchist, women's rights activist, refugees, entitled millennial, radical Islamist, young communist, witch doctor, alt-right, young gangsta, thief brothers, hungry mob, mental patient, angry employee, desperate immigrants, mafia, scavenger, Bigfoot, camp intruder, Latino gang, biker gang, werewolf, lone wolf biker, paintball squad, mob boss, sniper, white supremacist, a landlord, a looter, the foil hat guy, homeless guy, drug lord, corrupt security guard, your psycho ex, a zombie, Asian gang, your crazy neighbor, angry college student, or Salvadorian gang leader. All right, these are who you're being attacked by. Who you're being attacked by random. Being attacked by Bigfoot. Don't sass the Squatch. All survivors in this camp lose 5 life points. Again, I'm picking these by random. Attacked. Mob boss. Bada bing, bada boom. Deal damage to your leader equal to half their current life points rounded up. He's attacked. Your crazy neighbor. Come on, man, we're neighbors. You got to help me. You must help your neighbor. Discard a chance card and destroy this card. If you do not have a chance card, deal to damage to your leader. I'll take one more, just because there's a lot of these guys. Young gangsta. I ain't need no fake ID no more. Either destroy 2 equipment, deal 10 damage to your leader, and destroy this card, or attach as an attacker. You'll have to combat them. There's your attack power is 20. Your life tracker is 20 as well. So there you have it. These are your attack cards. So that's a bunch of examples of those cards. And last deck of cards, which is a very large one, once again, are your chance cards. There's your cards. You have fire, 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 equipment jam, a lightning bolt, kidnap and convert, lion key. Monkey, stop sign, winning, protesters, surrounded, cats, David and Goliath, blessings, voodoo doll, camp miracle, bear attack, exploded bomb, poison water supply, Wanderlust ride, ammo cache, y'all going down, diversion, land of death, 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 disaster, miracle, bomb raid, man down, greater, leader attack, found a flamethrower, high damage, firefighter crew, traveling witch doctor, water bomb, attacker prison, flooded again, government attacks, disaster, turn the tide, someone's weapon cache, ambushed, tornado mishap, stop the trade, a socialist promise, lift, attacker, doomsday device, overtake a camp, drone with a camera, attack advantage, dust storm, escape, government, wild hog, under attack, power punch, failed leadership, poison cherries, Harry the Hermit, flat dark earth DP12, attacker, runaway goat, poisoned mushrooms, truck loot, supplies, Mobocracy, a med pouch, and a lucky feast. So again, these are your chance cards. Again, just reading the titles of all the cards. And what I'm going to do here is open it up and pick them at random to show you what the cards say and what they look like. So there's your chance. Again, we were under attack. That's a big tank. Destroy a vehicle. You lost a vehicle. Pull another card. Again, these are your chance cards. The unexploded bomb. Handle with care. Flip a coin and call it in the air. If you are right, add 2 d20s to your combat roll. Chance. Attack advantage. Sabotage and stealth. Attack any player. Your opponents were sabotaged by your stealth in undercover night raid. All their equipment cannot be used during this attack, and their leader is dealt 5 damage before the combat even begins. So there you go. Grab another one real quick. Wanderlust Ride. It feels like Christmas. Draw 5 cards from the equipment pile and choose one to add to your hand. Discard the rest. Or attach a Wanderlust couple as an equipment that deals 10 extra damage when attacking. And those are your chance cards. So those are examples of your chance cards. So it turns out that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different decks of cards. Chance, attack, disaster, death, leader, survivor, asset, equipment, and government. Last but not least, we have some conflicted figures. She fell off her base, but there's one of your figures. I'm just gonna have to glue her up. She came off her base. I'm just gonna have to glue her back on. Didn't realize that she was broken, but it happens sometimes. Shipping. But anyway, these are really cool. It says conflicted on the bottom, and they have really a lot of detail to them. So they're really cool figures. Very cool. All right, so that's, unfortunately she broke, but we'll glue that up and that'll be not a problem. Then we have this guy here. Again, really nice detail, very cool. Okay. Then we have this person. Very cool. And then we have that's a really cool figure. Really like him a lot. That's super cool. Conflicted. Again. Just cut that off, not a big deal. Take that right off there. But again, another really highly detailed miniature. Very cool. And last but not least, we have one last figure. So you can go up to 6 players for this game. 2 to 6 players. You choose which one you want to be. There's your set of survivors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Conflicted: Survive the Apocalypse. Again, the game is for 2 to 6 players, ages 13 plus. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, 45 to 120 minutes to play the game. For more information, go to conflictedthegame.com. Remember, Conflicted: Survive the Apocalypse. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.